Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to show you the Activities Management module for Odoo. This is a complete advanced activity execution suite that extends the standard Odoo activity system with better workflow control, SLA tracking, time tracking, Snooze History, recurring activities, workload analysis, suggestion rules, gamification, and a full management dashboard. So let's get started. First, go to the Apps menu and activate the Activities module. Once the module is installed, we need to give the necessary access rights from the user settings. So I am going to Settings, then User, from here you can change your access rights. Since I am logged in as a manager, I can access all the major areas of this module. Now, before using the module in daily operations, the first step is to review the settings. So let's go to the module Activities Management, then Configuration, then Settings. This opens the main settings screen for the module. Here we have multiple control sections. The first section is General Settings. Here we have Portal View. If this option is enabled, portal users can view activities that are shared with them. Then we have AI Suggestions. In this module, this settings controls the activity suggestion system, so users can receive smart or rule-based follow-up recommendations directly on records. Now the next section is Gamification. Here we have gamification features. If this is enabled, the module activates points, badges, and leaderboard functionality for the activities. Below that, we have the also Weekly Digest. This allows the system to send periodic leaderboard and gamification summary emails. Next, we have SLA and alerts. Here we can define extra elusive SLA breach recipients. Here we can define the maximum snooze duration, which limits how long an activity can be snoozed. And we also have a data retention, which controls how long analytics related data should be kept. Then we have a workload threshold. Here we define the limits for green and yellow workload ranges. Once these settings are configured, the module is activated and ready to be used properly. Now let's move to the next important part, which is Configuration menu. Inside configurations, managers get multiple setup areas. The first one is SLA policies. This is where we define service level rules for activities. Let's open. In the SLA policy list, we can see the policy name, activity type, max duration, company name, and the escalate to. In the escalation chain, this is very useful because we can define who should be notified or escalated when the SLA is breached. Each escalation step has a sequence, escalation target, and trigger timing. So from the manager side, this means we can build a proper escalation process for deadline sensitive activities. There is also a smart button to view the breached activities connected to the SLA policy. Now let's go back and open activity templates. Templates help managers standardize follow-up workflows. For example, if your team follows the same activity sequence again and again for onboarding, sales follow-up, you can create a reusable template In the template form, we can define the template name, description, company, whether it can be shared across companies and whether it is active. Then inside the steps tab, we can define each step of the template. For every step, we can set the activity type, summary, relative due offset in days, assigned role, specific user, if needed, priority and estimated hours. There is also an apply template button. This allows manager to apply the template directly to selected target records using the wizard. As you can see, by selecting any target model, I can select the records after that. For that record, I can apply the template. This means instead of manually creating multiple activities one by one, we can generate structured activity flows in a much faster and more consistent way. Now, let's move on to the suggestion rules. This is where module suggestion engine is configured. Managers can create a suggestion rule next activity based on record conditions. For example, a rule can apply on a specific model, checks a stage or state field, verify the last completed activity type, and check how many days have passed since the last contact. Then on the suggestion side, we can define what activity type should be suggested. This is a very powerful because it helps guide users toward the next best action without requiring managers to manually remind everyone all the time. Now, let's open the badges. This is the gamification setup box. From the new, you can name the badge, you can set the icon class for that badge and the criteria type and the target also. Managers can create an organized text here, including colors and company visibility. Now, let's go to the activity tags. These tags help categorize activities and make list and Kanban views easier to read. Now that configuration is done, let's move to the actual day-to-day manager workflow. From the top level module menu, the first screen is the dashboard. For that, I am again opening the Productivity Management module. From here, you can see the dashboard is the first menu. In the dashboard, in left sidebar, we can see the filters by the date range, by the all users, and by the types of the activities. We can change its view from dark to light mode. Here, the tiles shows the total activities, completed activities, overdue activities, and SLA breach activities. Below, here is the activity trend and status breakdown. It shows workload by users. And here, the list of the recent activities with all the necessary fields, the type, assigned to, deadline, and status. There is also a new activity button directly in the dashboard, so manager can quickly create a new activity from this screen. Now let's go to the My Activity tab. Here we can see all the activities for the current user that are logged in. Now let's go to the All Activities tab. This tab is only shown to the manager and supervisor access. From here, I can see all the users' activities list. This is one of the most important screens for the managers because it gives full visibility into activities across the team. In the list view, we can see fields such as priority, summary, activity type, assigned user, supervisor, and deadline. The list also provides a quick action buttons like mark done, cancel, and reschedule. Let's open one activity to see more functionality. Here, I opened one activity. Here you can see there is one button to run the activity. Then the next button is for the done and schedule next. Then we have another functionality for the snoozing the activity for, let's say, custom time to predefined times with the reason. Then we have a next functionality of reassigning the activity to the another user, which is especially useful for supervisor and manager. I can reassign the activity to another user with the reason. Then we have the most important feature, that is send via WhatsApp. By clicking send via WhatsApp button, you can redirect to the WhatsApp window, and you can send the WhatsApp message directly to the assigned user. Then we have the cancel activity button. From here you can cancel the activity with the specific reason. And for time tracking, we have a start timer button and stop timer. If I click on start timer, it starts the timer and it shows the here that timer start on this time. And if I stop the timer, it will go here in the time logs, and we can add the notes also here. And for the snooze, we can see the snooze history here. So instead of the managing activities with only basic Odoo actions, this module gives managers a complete execution panel directly on the form. Now let's go to the next menu, that is snooze activities. In the snooze activities, we can see the list of all the snoozed activities. Let's assume I'll snooze one activity. As you can see, the snoozed activity is listed here. Now the workload menu, this screen is specifically designed for managers and supervisors to monitor team balancing. We can see each user, their planned activity count, overdue count, and workload status. So this means managers can immediately spot overloaded users and rebalance the assignments before performance drops. This is very practical management feature, especially in teams where follow-up volume changes every day. Now let's go to the analytics. This menu is available for manager and supervisor access. The analytics dashboard provides deeper reporting views. For example, it shows a status overview by assignee analysis and SLA performance metrics. In the SLA, and for what the overall success rate is. This makes the module useful not just for daily task execution but also for the management. Now let's move to our main functionality, that is leaderboard. As you can see, here is the gamification leaderboard to check which user completed how many activities. This gives visibility into both productivity and consistency. We can see the full leaderboard from here. We can also open the full leaderboard, records and reviews, user profiles with monthly points, total points, streaks, last activity days, badges, and point history, as you can see. So overall, this module transforms Odoo normal activity feature into a complete operational control system for normal users. It is not only about scheduling reminders, it is about execution, accountability, SLA discipline, team balancing, workflow standardization, and performance visibility, all inside Odoo. So that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.